I've said a lot of crap on this show over the years. I've said that I don't see where in the hell a woman doesn't have a right to an abortion because fetuses without brains basically have the legal standing of a meatball. I've said on the program I can't fathom a single reason why gay marriage is even a fight because I can't see where it would do society harm to deny two gay people or lesbians or whatever, two people of the same sex who love each other, or fuck it, three people who love each other, the right to get married. Personally, I don't think there should be any sort of government marriage. I don't think it should be tied into anything. I don't believe married people should have a tax break and all this other shit. Or special privileges. You're just two people that agreed to fucking, you know, spend your lives with each other. Nothing more, nothing less. You're adults that entered into this, you know, whatever. That's another thing. I've said Barack Obama's biggest piece of shit we've ever elected. George Bush, you know, he's another piece of shit. George Bush fucked it all up. Barack Obama made sure it stayed fucked up. I mean, I've said a lot of controversial shit over the years, which can get me a lot of fucking heat. But a couple of days ago, I made the video which pissed everyone off, apparently, with the old war corpse, where I talked about fucking hair. Fucking hair. Really? This is really what everyone is pissed off with me about? Fucking hair? If you don't know, a couple of days ago, video's in the description, you can view it for yourself. Sure, not one of my better rants, but... Really? This is what it took to piss you guys off? Fucking hair? I basically said how stupid I thought it was that, you know, chicks were shaving one side of their head. And how I thought it looked dumb. And the reason I ascribed it to feminists and lesbians is, guess what? Most of the women I seen sporting this were rad femmes and lesbos, okay? Maybe I was wrong. Still doesn't change the fact that the fucking hairdo is fucking ridiculous and looks stupid. And yes, if they do want to find a quote-unquote man, you might want to have your hair looking like, you know, you didn't just get fucking done with fucking brain surgery. But does that mean that, oh, I think women's hair is there just to serve men? No! Grow a fucking brain! You know, why is everyone so shocked that I would say these things? I mean, I've been doing this since 2008. I created my channel in 2007, but did not post my first video till 2008, if everybody has that confusion. No, it was 2008 when I started making videos. I created my channel 2007. But is everybody fucking shocked that I would say that? I mean, really? Hair? I mean, good lord. Talk about people trying to fucking make a mountain out of a molehill. Oh yes, I want to enslave women just to make sure they have hairstyles that fucking I deem worthy. Really? I mean, look at me. I'm a fucking long-haired guy. I'm in a pretty big fucking minority when it comes to hairstyles among guys. I'm just saying it looks stupid, and just speaking as a straight man, not many guys, at least. I don't know. Maybe high school guys are into that shit. I don't fucking know. But I don't particularly find it all that attractive. I mean, what do you think this show is, guys? I mean, I just give my fucking opinion on here. You know? That's my opinion of it. It looks fucking stupid. I didn't say they couldn't do it. I didn't say they couldn't do it. Didn't say, hell, even they shouldn't do it. I just said it looks fucking stupid. Fuck. And yes, I think it would actually be a detriment in searching for a boyfriend. Because, you know, 90% of the girls out there are straight. Only about 10% of them are lesbos. Lesbos. Once again, most of the chicks I've seen sporting this fucking hairdo with this fucking side head shave is fucking, you know, they're fucking lesbians. Sorry. You know. It's like when you see a long-haired guy and you assume he listens to metal. Unfortunately, that stereotype is somewhat true. Or that he likes comic books. Because if you go into a comic book shop, most of the guys there are fucking long-haired. I'm not one of them. I mean, Jesus Christ. Sometimes, you know, the thing of it is stereotypes do get based in truth. But I don't want to ramble on too much about that. You know, but it's just like, really? I get in trouble for hair? For doing commentary on hair? And I know some guy made a video response to me, which I'll watch eventually and respond to probably in kind. But really? Hair? Fucking hair! This is what I get done. Really? So I can say everything I want about every major religion. I can say, let's throw the fetuses in the fucking incinerator. I can say, kick all the old people into the Soylent Green machine. But God help me! God help me! God in heaven above, with Odin getting his back, and Jesus, Thor, and Loki all riding together, with the prophecies of Muhammad, and the predictions of, and the parting fucking thing of Moses, and fucking we'll throw in Ganesh and Zeus for good measure. All those people help me! If I dare mention and criticize high school girls who shave one side of their fucking head. Really? That's all I gotta do to piss everyone off. Fuck. So Kevin Logan, Britain's greatest cock, has made a video to yours truly for about the 15th time, and this is probably the 4th time I've responded to him. In it, he was making fun of me a little bit, and making fun when I said economicist, or economicists. Well, Kevin, I hate to bring this up, that's the way it was wrote in the article. I was just reading from the article, okay? But let's say I misspoke. That's your counter-argument. The fact that I misspoke. So literally, your only argument, the only way to nail me, was if I misspoke. That's all you had. You know, I'm starting to see why you never agreed to live debate me, because you know I'd kick your fucking ass from Minnesota all the way across the pond, all the way to fucking merry old goddamn cocksucking London. Actually, I don't know if London sucks a lot of dick. Well, actually, fucking everybody, usually guys are getting their dick sucked at a fairly regularly interval. Anyway. You knew that I was right in that video. You knew that this woman, who maybe I was a little harsh on in the video, you know, you give me 4 or 5 beers, her naked ass walks in. Again, I really wish she'd shave down there. Really, I mean, it's gross looking. It really is. Now watch, Kevin's fans are gonna call me a pedophile and an asshole and a misogynist for daring to have an opinion on women's pubic hair when it's perfectly acceptable for a woman to have an opinion on a man's pubic hair. Again, yeah, no double standards in feminists. Feminists are fighting to eradicate double standards. Anywho, you know I was right. You knew that this didn't mean a damn thing that would either help Britain get the fuck out of the EU or stop Britain from leaving the EU, one way or the other. You knew that this was just some lady's sad, pathetic excuse to be an exhibitionist or a submissive or humiliate herself for her own sexual gratification or what the fuck ever that makes her get wet down there. You knew that this was just basically all done for the glorification and stimulation of her own fucking pussy. But, you know, you can't just admit that I'm right. So instead you have to make this pathetic attempt to somehow make it seem that I'm wrong when I just misspeak. If I misspoke at all. Brilliant, Kevin. Brilliant. You know what's amazing? You know, you Brits, you give us like Milo Yiannopoulos. Is he British? Oh, fuck it. You gave us Christopher Hitchens, but then you turn around and give us bullshit, jackass, egghead, Seth Rogen lookalike motherfuckers like Kevin Logan. What the fuck are you doing over there, Britain? Jesus Christ. Anyway, you know, that's why Kevin's never agreed to debate me, agreed to a live debate with me. Because he knows I'd kick his ass. He knows half the people he defends are absolutely indefensible on in a live format where he doesn't have 4 fucking weeks to come up with a fucking defense. That was one of my favorite lines when Mercedes Carrera absolutely bitch slapped Ryan Wiley. Was it No, it was Jacqueline Glenn, excuse me. Sorry, Mercedes. When she basically told Ryan Wiley that the reason you don't like a live debate is you don't have fucking 4 hours to come up with a fucking response. And that's why Kevin Logan's never agreed to take me on. Because he knows I'd mop the floor with him. That son of a bitch knows he'd get fucking destroyed because he won't have 4 hours to come up with a response. He knows I'm funnier than him. He knows I'm quicker-witted than him. He knows I have, this little thing called facts and logic on my side. He has got to know on some fucking level in that fucking tiny fucking afro head bunch of fucking jelly he calls a brain. He's got to know feminism's indefensible. At least third or fourth wave feminism or modern feminism, whatever the fuck version of feminism we're in now. He knows that shit's indefensible. He's got to know at some level. He knows Jenny McDermott's a heinous bitch. He knows Anita Sarkeesian is a legal con artist. I mean, you can't be not breathing and not know this. He knows that, if anything, there is more sexism towards men than anyone else. But I won't hold my breath. But yeah, I just found it funny that that's the best you've got against me? Really? This is where my enemies are? I mean, first I had people that were actually, someone had an argument, and then I had to prove why I was right. Then all that was left was children. Now I don't even have the kids. I've got cocks who just don't even have an argument to make. They just decide to make fun of me when I misspeak. Fucking brilliant. And what's amazing is Kevin is often revered by feminists and the people that support him as an intellectual. This is the state of university intellectualism. It's over. The human race is over. It's finished. Not unless I start letting people like me start taking over shit. Could you imagine how destroyed college kids would be if I ever became the dean of a college? First thing I'd say is, oh yeah, by the way, your safe space bullshit ends now. You're going to hear a bunch of ideas and thoughts and theories that make you uncomfortable. You are going to be challenged. You are going to have to take the other side of things. I don't give a fuck if this makes you feel uncomfortable. Go suck your fucking mommy's tit. If you are not here to be intellectually challenged, then do me a favor. The exit door is right there. Get the fuck out. That'd be my first day speech as a dean of a college. Your safe space ends here. But that's, like I said, now all I've got left to challenge me is cucks. Well, I'll always have, feminism. They're a never-ending gold mine of comedy. Anyway, that's it for this one. Got a little rambly. Fuck it. A New Jersey teenager is bringing her mother and father to court after they tossed her out of the home and cut her off financially. She's suing them for immediate support, current private school fees, and future college tuition. Her father says, "We love our child and miss her." Now, let me just say, does she have a... the article starts out with, does she have a case? She might win on the private school fees. She probably will win. But future college tuition and immediate support, no, honey, you moved out voluntarily. And you're 18. But parents, if you ever want to see your daughter again, you might not want to be dicks about it. Rachel's father, Sean Canning, a town administrator and retired police officer, and this guy seems to me like her father immediately smacks of me of somebody who is immediately like a take charge type of guy. Like, listen to me, do what I say. Because at one point I was a police officer, and now I'm a town administrator. Dude, get the fuck over yourself. And $20 says he was one of those cops that wanted to know he was a police officer and that he was in charge. Oh yeah. I'm just getting a feel from him for what I'm reading. Or inevitably somebody writes on my comments section, oh, I know this man. He's a good man and blah, blah, blah. Even though you probably don't. You probably live in fucking Boise, Idaho. By the way, you gotta be from New York. Anyway, we're not draconian and we're getting hauled into court. She's demanding we pay her bills and she doesn't want to live at home. She's saying I don't want to live under your rules. The rules he notes include reconsidering her relationship with a boyfriend who may be a bad influence. Dad, she's not your little girl anymore. She's an 18-year-old woman. She can marry the fucker. If you push her too hard, she's gonna marry the boyfriend. Also, what sort of evidence do you have that he may be a bad influence? Or are you going with that old cop's gut of yours? Plus, I don't hear a statement from her mother in this entire thing. Being respectful. Well, gee, Dad, your daughter's 18. She's an adult. Why don't you respect that? I mean, I know she's living in your house and all, but she ain't a fucking kid anymore. She's a fucking adult. Why don't you respect that and, abiding by her curfew? She's 18. She doesn't have a fucking curfew. Not in the eyes of law, not according to you. I know it's hard because you're a retired cop and you don't have the power anymore to write people speeding tickets. Because you seem like that type of dickhead. You seem like the type of guy that would be the type of guy that 3 months later we're reading about shutting down a 9-year-old's cookie stand. Just because, I mean, it's really sketchy about what, I mean, maybe a bad influence? Maybe a bad influence? Have you gotten to know this boyfriend of hers? Have you sat down with him? Have you shared a beer with the man? Well, have you? Have you tried? Or have you just automatically assumed because it's your little girl that he's automatically a dickhead and not good for? Remember, she ain't your little fucking girl anymore. She can marry this fucker. So personally, I think you're being a dick and making home about his pleasant as a sentence in the fucking gulag. Anyway, they stopped paying for Rachel's tuition at the private Morris Catholic High School. Well, guess what? You can't exactly do that because when she entered high school, she was a minor. She was 17. She's gonna win on those grounds. And you're a dick for doing that, by the way. A hearing is scheduled to take place on Tuesday. Here's the curious thing. For months, Rachel, an honor student, cheerleader, and lacrosse player, had been living with the family of her best friend and classmate. Her father is an attorney, so make of that what you will. He's bankrolling her lawsuit. He's also requesting in the lawsuit the Cannings reimburse him for the legal fees, so far totaling $12,000. Here's my question. But he's not the attorney for Rachel. No, Rachel's attorney is a woman by the name of 𝔴𝔞𝔯𝔊𝖊𝖉. She wasn't taking calls at the time. They said they cut her off at the moment of her 18th birthday. The suit demands that they take care of the tuition bill. She'll probably win the tuition bill, pay their daughter's current living and transportation expenses. She's not going to win on those grounds because she is at 18, and free up her existing college fund as she's already accepted to several universities. She's probably not going to win on those grounds because the college funds are not hers. But my thing is, this whole thing of 4 months, she was living away from her parents. Now, why the fuck was she doing that? Why was she doing that? Meaning, literally, November 1st, they threw her out of the house then. If she's coming up on getting your graduation, where it's getting to be the time where you're being accepted into universities, we're kind of coming to the end of the close of the fucking school year. You know, for months? Meaning, yeah, I could see they throwing her out on November 1st. Which, unfortunately, legally, they can do. I don't know well, it depends on the laws in New York State. But, I mean, from what I'm reading in this article, I'm sorry, the girl is not spoiled. The girl is being kind of a brat. I'll give it that. But I'm sorry, but parents, quit being fucking dicks. Your daughter's 8 She's not a fucking child anymore. You know? Same thing with parents who live with their kids that are over 21 and they want to have a beer. Sorry, unless you're living with a fucking psycho alcoholic who the only way he's gonna stay, you know, if they want to have a beer outside of that insane circumstance of living, of, you know, like the dad or the mom being like this, chronic alcoholic that if booze is in the house, they're gonna find it and drink it, and they want to have a beer, I don't really see the grounds in stopping them. They're of age, and plus, if they're gonna get drunk, wouldn't you rather have them do it at, where their bed is, so they're not, doing that thing called driving? Just my thought. But, I mean, to me, all this, even if they win the lawsuit, all this parenting duo has done is basically just cemented the fact they're never going to see their daughter again, and they just destroyed a young 18-year-old girl's life. Way to go. Great fucking parenting. Obviously, what I have said in these statements can be construed one way or another. Please feel free to read the article and form your own opinions, and if you disagree with me, please feel free to put me to the flame. Okay, I've been dealing with a lot of bullshit lately, so I'm just gonna have some fun and deal with some nonsensical topics tonight. But, of course, first things first, we do gotta deal with some bullshit. Blasphemous bid erased from Katy Perry's Dark Horse clip following internet outcry. Apparently some Muslim fuckers are pissed off with Katy Perry because of guess fucking what. At 1:15 into the video Dark Horse, a man is shown being burned whilst wearing a pendant, also burned, forming the word Allah, which is the Arabic word for God. So fucking what? We show videos of the fucking cross being burned. Nobody cared. The guy who started the petition, who's 22 years old, who I'm not even going to try to pronounce because I know I'll fuck it up, described Perry's Cleopatra-inspired persona as an opposition to God that engulfs the believer and the word God in flames. Perry's video went online a week ago. The petition that followed got 60,000 signatures and supporters, and on Wednesday they declared victory because a new version of her fucking video put up when they digitally scrubbed out the offending pendants. Well, to all the Muslims that had this problem with this fucking video, fuck you! Just fuck you, okay? Your religion isn't fucking special. It's not anything unique. It's not anything to be taken seriously, and it's certainly not anything off limits for when I want to make fun of it, okay? You live in the United States of fucking America. We have this thing called freedom of religion and freedom of speech, meaning when I want to insult and mock your fucking God, I can fucking do so. If I want to take the Quran and burn it, I can do so. Fuck you. Stop taking your religion that fucking seriously. It's not that fucking important. We couldn't have done it with, he said, we couldn't have done it without everyone's support, so I thank each and every one of you deeply. Our voices have been heard. No, your whiny ass voices have just basically, in my opinion, and in my estimation, trumped the First Amendment, which is the freedom of fucking speech. And, of course, Twitter's kind of split down the middle. The guy that I like, he said it's ludicrous, and some asshole fucker, Muslim fucker, because I'm not going to identify these people as Arabs, because not every Arab is a fucking Muslim. And by the way, just because I'm picking on Muslims at the moment doesn't make me a fucking racist, okay? You're not born a Muslim. You become a Muslim. Muslim is not a race of people. It's a fucking religion. Same thing as Jews are not a people. They're a religion. Any motherfucker can become Jewish. Any motherfucker can become Islamic or Muslim. Same as any motherfucker can become Christian. It's just we've stopped identifying that as part of us. In Christendom, same thing as any motherfucker can become atheist from all of them. That's not who you are. That's not, you're white, black, Asian, fucking Indian, fucking, this, that, or the third. It's not a, genetic roll of the dice. You become Muslim. You choose to believe in the fucking Quran and the Prophet Muhammad and the fact that he fucking talked to a fucking angel after wandering the desert for 40 fucking days and nights. Fuck, I did that. I'd be fucking talking to fucking George Carlin. But to me, it's and then this Muslim person says that they need to get it banned. I am sick and tired of everybody in this fucking country tiptoeing around this bullshit. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't be free to worship. I'm not saying that. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. But I am sick to death of us having to have kid gloves when it comes to this fucking religion for fear of being viewed as racists or bigots or or that. No! They're members of a fucking religion. We make fun of Christianity all the time. Well, guess what? Your fucking hokey-ass, hocus-pocus religion is on the same fucking chopping block. Sorry. I'm gonna make fun of Islam and Muslims whenever I feel the fucking need, like right fucking now, and call you guys out. Sorry. Fuck you. You don't want to see the fucking word Allah get engulfed in flames or the word God? I don't give a shit. I'm gonna do it. You don't like it? Don't watch a fucking video. Fuck you people. You want to live in my country? Fine, great, wonderful, happy to have you. But we have this thing called freedom of speech and freedom of expression and freedom of religion. That means that yes, I can take your God and drag him through pig shit. And there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it. Fucking deal with it. I am just sick to death of, and it just seems to me how badly PC we're getting, where some things are getting to the point where you can't fucking talk about them. You can't challenge them. To me, it's like, okay, time for America to get its fucking balls back, please. Fuck.